Engaging students in a remote learning setting. Motivating and engaging K-3 students helps facilitate all basic forms of student learning, whether academic, behavioral, or social. What are some ways to engage students in a virtual setting?
I would say communication. Look through your curriculum, make it as fun as possible. These students are sitting in front of a computer screen. How can you do something that will engage the student?
So the best way I have found, both in the classroom and remotely, to keep those littles engaged is by keeping things short. So you're not going to do, of course, an hour-long lesson where the teacher is talking, but also making it fun for them, putting silly props on or bringing things in that go along with the content that you're teaching. Playing games with them, letting them share their voice or do some kind of interactive activity and share with their classmates. That's going to be really helpful for them. I have found that, of course, the games are a big thing for those students. They want to play them again and again, and they don't realize that they're also learning their standards along the way. But that engagement piece also can come with beyond just games, but also doing activities that allow them to create. So when they can draw, when they can record their voice, when they can record video of themselves, it just makes it more meaningful to them of what they're supposed to be doing at that time.
When engaging your students in remote learning, it's important to remember to incorporate asynchronous learning and synchronous learning. Here's a quick review. Asynchronous learning is a student-centered teaching method widely used in online learning. Its basic premise is that learning can occur in different times and spaces particular to each learner, as opposed to synchronous learning at the same time and space with groups of other learners and their instructor, or one learner and their instructor. Also, synchronous learning can take place with groups of collaborating students. In asynchronous learning, instructors usually set up a learning path, which students engage with at their own pace. Synchronous learning refers to learning in which learners and instructors or groups of learners are in the same place at the same time in order for learning to take place. This includes in-person classes, live online meetings when the whole class or smaller groups get together. In synchronous learning, students usually go through the learning activity together, accompanied by their instructor, who is able to provide support while students are completing tasks and activities. Synchronous learning can be used when there is a specific need for live discussion or interaction, or as a strategy to build community among learners.
Being able to balance their time online, either listening to, videos or watching videos, and then having that time to apply and demonstrate their learning, you do have to know your students where they are. So, of course, with the littles, again, you want to keep those little bits where they're listening and watching short, and then also go back and forth and allow them time then to apply that and try it. Color, to do some writing, to cut out things, and then come back together again, and then have a little bit more instruction, and then take a break again from that. So littles, we know they need to move a lot, so it is a great thing to be able to know that balance and when your students need a break and when they're ready to come back and when we can start over again.
What are some tools that you use to keep K-3 students engaged while learning remotely?
Engaging students can be a lot of fun at kindergarten. Again, I remember I had said that you have to keep it really upbeat and kind of put on a show kind of for those kids so that way they can get excited about the learning content because they're going to do exactly what you show them, which is awesome. So using those tools, I love using, of course, Flipgrid allows the kids to record themselves. Seesaw is such a great tool to share with them, but also all those gaming sites too. So doing games such as Kahoot and quizzes allows for those kids to interact and get excited about the learning that they're doing.
What are some ways in the virtual classroom that you can engage students with an IEP or disability?
I had some speech IEP students, and I have some students that I was worried about, and think that they could have some disabilities and some struggles. Every Friday we had individual meetings. So we had individual Google Meet times, same time every Friday, where one-on-one I could meet with the students and we could go over any problems or work with manipulatives or try some different push and shove things. Using that document camera as well, I would put some things on that board and manipulate that to help. And I also work with their reading. They'd read to me one-on-one. We could listen and talk and see what problems they were having and work more individually instead of just class-based. And I felt that was a really important time that they still had one-on-one with me. And we did that every Friday.
Engaging students in grades K through 3 can be challenging, but offers teachers a nice opportunity to be creative and connect with their students on a more personal level. For more information about engaging students, please visit education.ohio.gov.